So opponent's just being good sport here, letting us have fun. So we can kill the ether channeler, drain them. We're at 114, of course, which is not really, you know, we can keep going. Okay, 147. Sweet. So she's back online, and yeah, let's get to full control, and then we can pay 50 to deal 50. But then in response, we'll pay 50 to deal 50. I think, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I think we won that one. Hello, welcome back to a brand new episode with a new commander from Dominaria United. I'm back from a holiday and I'm ready to resume recording, which is a nice feeling. I haven't played Arena for a week, although you'll still see the content. The order of the content that is released will be slightly different, so yeah, you'll still be seeing stuff. This will probably come out, I don't know, maybe sooner or later than I think it might, which is completely useless information for you because that doesn't affect you in any way, shape or form. But this is not the reason you're here. You want to see cool deck lists and some cool gameplay. So let's see what we can do with Solkanar. I'm trying out something different. So at the start of the video, we're going to have a scorecard with some stats on it to how I think the deck actually performs, and I think this might be a good little indicator for people whether they should build the deck or not. The scores are out of 3 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, so if it's up your alley you'll find out a bit sooner. Solkanar is a Grixis deck, and there's a few interesting ways to build this, because at first it looks really good, you can choose these abilities, but eventually you're going to have to choose the ability that says exile him and return it to the battlefield under an opponent's control. Now you might not know this, but if you flicker Solkanar using something like Planar Incision or Siren's Ruse, it actually enters the battlefield under your control as a new instance of the card. So none of these options will be chosen. You'll have to choose from the first 3 again until you get to the 4th, which is the worst one, obviously. So as long as you keep flickering him, you can keep resetting him and using him over and over and over. The best way to do this is probably Thassa Deep Dwelling, because you can do this every turn for free. And then you've got stuff like Essence Flux, as we said, Planar Incision, and Siren's Ruse to protect Solkanar in case he's a victim of removal spells. So there's a lot of ways to keep him alive. The deck is essentially a Grixis mid-range to control build, looking to eke out victory. Not immediately, it's definitely not a fast deck. On the high end, you're going to use stuff like Professor Onyx to gain advantage using spells, Bellis' Citadel with the Aetherflux Reservoir. If you've seen the channel before, you know that's my favourite piece of tech to use in any black deck. You might as well, because no one's going to be good to you. You might as well be evil back. Lord Zana's pretty cool because there's a kind of flicker sub-theme, so if you can keep flickering him, you can make the opponent discard cards. There's a lot of interesting different things in the deck. A really cool addition from the latest set is a blue board wipe, and this is a saga, but you've got read ahead, so you can basically cast the saga on any of the phases you want. So you can have it come in, phase something out, which includes, you know, anything that's going to threaten you, or you could destroy creatures, and for each one destroyed they get a 2/2 black Phyrexian creature, which is a lot more manageable. So yeah, it's good to be back. I hope you have been enjoying my videos. In my absence, I've just recently finished the Dominaria Weatherlight crew members, well, as many as I can really think of doing. So I hope you enjoy them. If you haven't seen them, check them out. And yeah, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you would like to support me, you can check out my Ko-fi donations page, where you can donate as little or as much as you want. And also, why don't you check out my new Twitter, which is pretty cool. You can see some behind the scenes stuff. It's a lot more personal than YouTube, so you can see a bit more of me in my life and things I do. Slightly separate from Magic, but still Magic related. So hope you've all had a good day and continue to have a good day watching this video. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, opponent goes first with Eluna, Apex of Wishes. If you've been around a while, you'll know what this does. It's probably the combo build, which is looking to get Omniscience. I do try and face different decks, but here we go, let's see if it is. For the sake of the audience, I really hope it isn't, because it's pretty boring, and I've seen a lot of people misuse it, in fact. And in one of my older videos, somebody used this. They got out Omniscience, but they had only one card remaining in their deck, so they drew it, and they lost in the draw step, basically. So that was pretty funny. Chatter of the Squirrel. So they're going to use cards to make tokens, and then they'll use those tokens to be mutated. And this is the way the deck avoids having any permanents in the deck, apart from Omniscience. So we should probably try to bolt the squirrel here. This does have flashback, so they can do it again in the following turn, but slowing them down is going to be useful. And then if they do it again, we're probably just going to use the Maestro's Charm to completely wipe it off the face of the planet. But you know what? Squirrels are magic. They're not very nice. They're looking to eat you. Drawing 2 cards. Divination. This is a pretty interesting card. Just 3 mana to draw 2. Okay, kind of tame, but there we go. Sometimes it's nice to see something a bit weaker. Arcane Signet. So this is going to be pretty good. We've got the Maestro's Charm up as well. So we can dig for cards, make them lose 3 or gain 3, which is unlikely, and it can also deal 5 damage to creature or planeswalker. So it's a very versatile spell. I'm really into this, especially because we don't have a lot of the cards from EDH or Commander. So this fills the role of 3 different cards essentially in one. So when you're looking to build decks, try and find as many modal spells as you can, because it's always good to have versatility over a card that might just do one thing. And that's something that Migration Path is good at as well. Because if late game you already have too many cards, you can cycle it to draw a card. Let's draw a card here. 6 mana. Thought Erasure. Okay, I'm actually gonna Thought Erasure here. Let's see what's in their hand. They've got 6, 7 mana next turn. Holy crap. So many things. I think we get rid of Commence the Endgame. Thoughtseize is really good on top as well, because we can draw that here. And we can Thoughtseize something from the hand as well. So as you can see, this is very high tier magic, because we're just trying to get rid of all their win cons. I think we get rid of the Hoarding Outburst, because that's another way for them to make creatures. Now the unfortunate side effect here is they now have 2 counter spells in hand. They're going to draw 2 more cards, and then they could flashback. Okay, they're going to go for Into the North. 2 mana plus 6. So we now have to leave up removal, because if they go for they can now go for the Squirrel plus the Ghidorah in the same turn, which means we pretty much lose the game if they get Omniscience. Consider that. Yeah, it's not a great feeling to have to constantly protect yourself from a single turn, essentially. And that's what combo decks like this do. They just avoid any sort of interaction, and then they just win outright. So very tricky. If we can stop the chatter of the squirrel going off, then we might be safe. So a way to exile it from the graveyard would help us, but they are going to just straight up cast it here. We do have ways to kill it, so I'm not too bothered, to be honest. They're going to pass. So I think we'll go for Heartless Act, because the Farrakhan's Libation can actually kill the Omniscience. Obviously they've got the blue up for the counterspell or the negate, so we'll see what they do. They're going to negate that. But I want to hit a land, so let's dig from the top cards of our deck. And yeah, we get a black source, which is going to be useful for the Ballista Citadel later on. And the reason I gave that negate there is because we can still kill it here, so it's not too concerning. We could just go for the Sulcanar, which will kill it outright, and then leave the blue up for the Essence Flux, which will flicker the Sulcanar. So yeah, this works out for me. lightning bolt on a stick essentially. And don't forget, as I said in the deck tech, we can just flicker the Solkanar so he doesn't have to, you know, go to the opponent's side. Although saying that, they've just got 2 more creature tokens, so that was pretty lucky, and they can mutate here. Now here's the thing, if they mutate into Omniscience, depending on what they actually have in their hand, we'll see what they do. If they exile their whole deck, so they've still got 36 cards. Okay, so Omniscience is being cast there. We have the answer for it. Let's see if these other cards are any good. They can cast Counterspell for free, which is pretty scary. Destroy Artifact or Enchantment, draw a card. Okay. So we are in a bit of trouble here. Interesting how they got rid of the Signet. Pirates Pillage. Okay. So yeah, this is the scary thing. Well, the treasures don't matter, but the cards obviously do. They can just keep drawing. Well, they're saying that the Chemist's Insight isn't in their hand, and Omniscience says cards from your hand. So they've had to spend their mana to do this, but now they're going to get to fire. Oh, they're going to copy it. So they're going to draw 4 cards. So they're sort of going off in a weird way. What exactly is their win con though? Let's scry here. We would like a Thoughtseize effect, or just something to get rid of the counterspell. Maybe we should just Essence Flux here. No, that's... we'll wait. Lord Xander. Okay, so they're definitely going to counter that. 3, 4, 5, 6. If we went for the Consuming Tide, they'd definitely counter that. So let's see the sweats, because if we... here's the thing, if we go for the Consuming Tide, they would definitely counter it, because otherwise they would lose the Omniscience or the Ghidorah and the token, because that's definitely going to go. So yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So we're not going to attack because they just block. And then now we... yeah, I think drawing a card is probably quite useful here. So how many counter spells do we reckon they have in this kind of deck? Because... yeah, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Because a deck like this, you'd imagine they have... so I'm taking it they're probably trying to win with the Mizzix's Mastery, right? Prismari Command. Draw 2, discard 2, deal 2. Right. I kind of want them to try and kill the Solkanar so we can just flicker him. And also, I kind of want them to just stop drawing cards that say draw cards. Ops, right? So yeah, if we do get rid of the Omniscience, they still have 3, 5... they still have 10 mana, so... who knows? Who knows what they'll be able to do. Let's just try and get a response out of them. Let's see if we trigger any kind of priority here. Looks like there is some kind of priority. As you can see, the game hangs. Interesting, so they don't mind letting that go. Yeah, it's a shame we've already used the Thoughtseize and Thought Erasure and we're still in this pickle. But at least Solkanar's abilities are now reset, so we can just use him again. Now, what are these 2 spells going to be? Baleful Mastery. Right, let's go to combat. It's okay to attack now because their 6/6 isn't available to block. We can still take a few hits as well. If we block here, the Elders Reborn might be useful, but I'd rather use our instance first. What are they doing here then? Chaos Warp. Okay, so in response, will make them sacrifice an enchantment. Let's see if this actually resolves here. Wow, okay. And then, so they're going to Chaos Swap that. Let's see what they get. They lose the token and they hit a Seagate Restoration. And something random in their hand. So yeah, let's just exile the Ghidorah now. So they get the Seagate Restoration, which means they can draw 2 to 3 cards. And let's see. Let's draw a card. Let's keep our hand full. Bedevil's good. So now not only do they don't have the Omniscience, they also so they played the land and then they played the Seagate Restoration. That was a terrible misplay. They would have had an extra card in hand. And now they just can't really do much. Sure, I guess we can just swing in then. Not really sure what they're going to do here. And then let's play the Berserker Citadel, see if they have a response. Okay, sure. Drain them for 2. And that's why we've got Henrika Domnathi, because she can let us sack a creature, and obviously we don't want Solkanar to go over to the opponent. So when we only have the final ability left, which is ability 4, we'll play the Henrika, and then we can sack the Solkanar before going over. Obviously, you would like to get something better than that, like a flicker effect would be nice. If the opponent gets some Mizzix's Mastery, that would be pretty bad as well. But saying that, what can they really... They don't have anything to... I guess that commence the endgame would be bad. Certainly wouldn't be nice. Mind's Desire, okay. Copied. So they're going to get an extra turn. They've got a land and a Harmonise. Flip, and now drawing 3. But they're at 15. They're at 12 cards. Time Warp on an empty field. Okay, so they've just refilled their hand. Abundant Harvest. They've only got 11 cards. They probably have the card that shuffles in their graveyard. Hard Evidence. See, they can't play Illuna Mutated now because they don't have any more permanents in the deck, so they'll just die. So they can just play Illuna straight up as a creature without Mutate. Grape Shot, dealing... Okay. So they're basically doing the job for us anyway. I'm not that bothered. I'm pretty sure they could have killed us with Grape Shot eventually. That's something like Mizzix's Mastery, but... Okay, so it looks like they're going in for the creature token strategy. Fair enough. Sacking up to draw a card. They're down to 9. Reservoir. We really resolved this. Fantastic. So now we're just going to start gaining life. Wonderful. And so I go for Lord Xander. So they discard 1 card. And then we can sacrifice Lord Xander to make them lose half the non-land permanents they have. Yeah, I'm not too bothered about losing Xander. We've got so many toys to play with here. We're gaining life, we're drawing cards, we're creating treasures. There's all sorts of cool stuff we can do. And we're not really under much stress. They've got 9 random cards. As long as they don't have a way to shuffle all this stuff in, we should be fine. Okay, and now we're just gaining loads of life. If we get to 50 life, or should I say 51 life, we just win the game anyway. Narset, holy crap. We're just doing it here, guys. Duress.
No obstacles.
So it's just a land, yeah, we've just got them here. Running rings around them. Look at this damage output we're going to do with the old Aetherflux Reservoir. Insane. So now we can just dig for a card.
Hone your prowess.
Extinction Event. Play this. And they're probably just going to quit soon because, you know, we've basically got Wink on. Okay, let's see how much life we can get here. Well, we might as well draw a card with the Mind Stone and see what we get on top. Elspeth's Nightmare. How much further can we go? Costly plunder. Sack the treasure. We're at 70 life now. Wonderful. Let's just keep going, guys. We're at 94. And yeah, we'll get rid of their only creature. We'll play Sciences. Gives us a basic land to our hand. 107 life. Professor Onyx. Fantastic. So we can use the feed the swarm.
Open your books to page.
Oh no, we can only use it on opponent's thing. So let's look at the top card of our deck. Oh nice, we get a bolus. Fantastic. So opponent's just being good sport here, letting us have fun.
Let's go.
So we can kill the ether channeler, drain them. We're at 114 of course, which is not really, you know, we can keep going. Okay, 147. Sweet. So she's back online, and yeah, let's get to full control, and then we can pay 50 to deal 50. But then in response, we'll pay 50 to deal 50. I think, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I think we won that one. Not quite sure though. We really do face a lot of Yarok decks, don't we? Okay, let's see what we can do here. We've got a pretty decent hand, to be honest. We've got a lot of ramp, 2 really good removal spells. Cut down is from the latest set. I think this is going to be an all-star and standard, probably modern, maybe legacy. 1 black. Do people still do that in legacy? Yeah. Also, just of note, the way shocklands work has changed a little bit on Arena. The way the wording has changed, so be very careful. Before they used to just come in tapped, and then it would ask you, but now it comes in untapped and it asks you, so it's just weird. Okay, I'm very suspicious when the opponent doesn't do much. We'll set this to black. You all know you rock. It's going to double the triggers they have. Rex Sage, that's going to kill the Coastal Heart. Oof, that's mean. So, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't really like doing this, but somebody said to me the other day I was really salty. And I thought, you know what? That's just me and my emotions. You either like it or you don't. But one thing I don't really like is to be told not what to be. So basically, if you don't like the channel, you don't have to watch. It's not obligatory. So that's to any haters out there. Lightning Bolt. So next time they're going to go for the Yarok. We could go for the Sulkanar. We don't have any way to protect him. But I think it's still useful to get him out, because with none of the other things we can do are that effective. Let's draw a card, so at least we replace him with a card, and this land pushes us further to casting him one more time. Eat to extinction. Okay, so they don't go for the Yarok. That's fine. I mean, the funny thing about killing him there is it's an instant they could do at any point in time. See what I mean about shock lands now? So it comes in untapped and it says pay 2 life. But before it was the inverse of this. So do we want to pay 2 life? No. Goodness me. Why change the wording of something that worked for 3 or 4 years? Very strange. But yeah, if I am salty, oh, I'm sorry if I'm salty, you know. I'm not like these other, you know, take LVD for example. He never puts negative content out there. And, you know what, he's a really good player and he's done really well, but I assure you, nobody is that chill 100% of the time. It is incredibly strange if someone is. I've met people before who said, oh, we never have arguments or anything. Yeah. You probably never have arguments because you keep it all inside. It's good to vent, you know. And also, this is my channel. It is my channel after all, so if you don't like it... Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. Rex Sage, Solemn Simulacrum. So yeah, it's pretty bog standard Yarok deck so far. I mean, what else can they do? Just attack. Come on. Let's be honest, most of you probably enjoy my Saki comments anyway, so... Do I want to get rid of them? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. No, I don't think so. Let's just be restricted in our movements. Let's do rest. Get rid of the casualties of war. Feed the swarm. Okay. Oof, this Hornet Queen's going to sting. Right, okay. Kogler is waiting to come and prey on the Solkanar, so... Here comes the Yarok. And we're going to have to start killing these things eventually, aren't we? So let's just get rid of the Sage for now. We don't really want them flickering that. Okay, I've just realised we only have one black up as well. So we could... So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 7 plus... Yeah, we still don't... Not really safe to deploy the Solkanar. We want to clear the field. The Hornet... So we do want a board wipe, sadly, because the Hornet Queen's going to create 4 insects as well. So I do actually run a Yarok deck in paper, but I think when you play it in a 3 or 4 player game, it doesn't feel so bad. In a 1-on-1, it's pretty brutal because obviously all of the damage output is coming to us, so we're getting 200% damage output. In a 3 to 4 player game, when I use Yarok, it doesn't feel that great because I'm already down cards. So if you have a 4 player game of Magic, if you think about it this way, you're drawing 1 card and each opponent's drawing a card as well, right? So they're technically, they're one entity because you have to kill all of them. So they're up 3 cards and you're up 1 card. So, you know, your rock kind of balances it out. Oof, Blood Chief's Thirst, phasing of Zelfit. Oh, is this good or bad? Kills their stuff but gives them 2/2s, but they've already... Yeah, I think that's actually bad because it will actually just upgrade these insects. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay. 13. We're down pretty low, to be honest. Elspeth's Nightmare. I think we'll kill the goose. Sadly, our cut down isn't very good in this matchup because Yarok's got a combined PT of 8. This only gets to 5. So they'll probably empty the hand of any non-creature spells here if this is one. Because these two, they're not deploying the Hornet Queen for some reason. They're waiting for something. I don't know what. Maybe this is the turn they do it. Oh no, that's not a treasure, is it? No, so they can't. Have they got a way to blow up the Mind Stone? They keep looking at it. Casualties of War. God damn it. It's always casualties. It's always goddamn casualties. They're gonna kill their own... They're gonna kill the Solemn. Okay. Fine. Ooh, Castle Lock Thwain. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, let's not do anything yet. Not that we don't need to. Hornet Queen, we can kill that with a cut down, but they still get so many things. Guardian Project. Yikes. That's a really good hit. Getting a life from this. This Kogler is definitely a problem. Now, luckily this has non-token, because if it didn't, this Hornet Queen would draw them 5 cards, which is not very nice to see. We're at 12. They got their own Castle Lock Thwain. Here comes your rock. Let's draw a card. We'll lose 4. Ooh, Narset. Narset's actually pretty good here. If we can resolve it, that is. Right, let's see if we can get a removal spell for the Rock. That would be nice. Okay, and it would also stop the Guardian Project as well if she stays around a bit.
Just the trick for this.
Oh, that's such a oh, what have we got? Yes. Oh, okay. Liliana. It's a pretty good hit. Actually, we can make them sacrifice the Rock unless they got a negate or something. Is this where we just turn things around? Who knows? Can they just deploy creature and instant speed?
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Right, so now my prediction is they're probably going to play the Hornet Queen. They're not going to be able to draw cards, so we get a bit of advantage there. We can make each player discard a card, which would be... It's actually pretty good because they'll be down to 3. Which one do they want to go for? Hornet Queen, draw 0 cards. So now we're looking for a board wipe, most definitely. So I don't think I want to use the cut down here. Maze Mind Tome, that's a pretty good hit. Yeah, so let's dig a bit deeper with the Narset.
Keep an open
Siren's Ruse. Okay, make each player discard a card. I think we get rid of the costly Plunder. Or the Village Rites.
Don't overthink things.
So we go for the Maze Mind Tome, then we can sack that to draw cards. Siren's Ruse is protection. Cut down kills something. I think we get rid of the Plunder. They got rid of Beseiju. Okay. Draw a card here. Ooh, Cosmos Elixir. Okay, okay. Land. Let's tuck that away. I mean, they can kill both of our Planeswalkers here. We'll see what happens, because we've got the cut down, haven't we? If they go at Narset with 1... Interesting. That is interesting. So now we can save Narset, and now they don't draw any more cards. And Narset is the one we want to protect because the Guardian Project is just super annoying here. Down to 7. Do they just deploy
nothing more?
Something anyway? Assassin's Trophy, wow.
Such violence is absurd.
Okay. They went for the Assassin's Trophy on the Narset. Fair. And a Gonti. Damn. That Gonti was very well timed. That's probably changed the flow of the whole game now. Oh no, and a Thassa as well. That's our Thassa, isn't it? Unbelievable. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of stuff they got there. Okay, go for Solkanar, I guess. Okay, end the turn. So we do gain some life, but... Let's deal 3 damage to the Gonti. Because you don't want him continually stealing freaking scriptures. I mean, that might be a bit too late, but... we shall see. Now, the annoying thing is, if they go for Kogla, they're going to target Solkanar, and then they can use Kogla again with Thassa. So... maybe protecting him is not a great idea. Oh, they're saying that. They've got 9. Yeah, they've got 9 in the air. Yeah. They've got this. As if they stole our Thassa. That's crazy. So if we drew something... Well, we're dead anyway, so we have to just see what we get here. Some kind of removal spell on top. Yeah, damn. Didn't realise the lethal there. Teferi's Time Twist. Oh, damn. Exile's permanent you control. No, okay, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, they just had all the answers, didn't they? that game. That was a pretty rough game. Casualties of War, Stinging Thasser. Oof, gross. Okay, going against the new Shielder of the Apocalypse. Pretty cool, never faced her before. Starting hand is kind of good. The Maze Mind Tome pulling a lot of weight here. If we can get this off, I presume they're going to be... I don't really know. They're going to force us to draw cards, I know that. So they're going to use the Underworld Dreams, I think. Duress, does that just get our Duress, perhaps? Or maybe the Maze Mind Tome. This would be... I think this would be my choice, depending on what else they had. Okay. God damn it, I hate this new wording. No, I don't want to pay 2. Jeez. That's really playing mind games, that is. So yeah, I want to... So yes, now I want to pay 2 and then go for the Maze Mind Tome. God damn it. I'm going to mess that up. And it's gonna cost me the entire game one day, this new Shockland wording. On the right. Not the actual card itself, but the prompt on the right. Rep Ring. Sure. So we have land in hand, so we don't need to use the Scry version yet. And yeah, let's just pass the turn. Having the Maze Mind Tome is pretty nice. If they cast the Shieldred, we will use this in response, I think. Cosmos Elixir. They are going to be drawing like a mother. So let's draw here as well to kind of combat them. Cormila. This is going to be nice. When she dies, we get something good back. Key to the archive. So black can't currently deal with artifacts. I guess Counterspell, they won't expect that. And then we'll get rid of the Time Twist because they see that in hand. We can always get that back later if the Cormila comes out and dies. The Cosmos Elixir is now our new MVP to take out. Here comes Shieldred. So they know we have the Heartless Act. So do they have a way to discard it here? Or otherwise Shieldred's just going to die. Signing Blood, they're going to gain 4. That's mad. That is mad. And they draw again here. Goodness me. I mean, we're not really a deck that cares about... Oh, that's got to go, isn't it? That's just got to go. And the Counterspell is going to be good to back it up. But also, let's use the Environmental Sciences here to get ourselves a land. So we just make sure to hit our land drops every turn. Blue's good for the fact we have 3 blue spells on our hand. 5, 6, yeah, we desperately need to kill this Cosmos Elixir. Because as long as they've got more life than us, they are going to be drawing so many things. Professor Onyx, yeah, let's get rid. Get rid, and they're going to draw, so they're going to go to 6 cards. Ridiculous. Elders Reborn. Just draw a card with a tome. Try and get a land. No land. I suppose we go for the elixir then. Cruelty of Gix. That's actually pretty good against a black deck, especially when they don't see it in our hand. We can get rid of a creature or planeswalker, and then potentially... Yeah, resolving this is going to be great because it's going to let us tutor as well. Dreadhorde General. Okay, so they're going to make a zombie.
March into battle and make new comrades.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Putrid, but
Oh, it's
effective.
disgusting. So yeah, let's look in their hand first. Oh my goodness. Just loads of things. Disgusting things. Okay, let's draw. And we hit a land, which is great. Okay, so now we're going to need to find a card that can deal with Liliana and Folly Turn. They've got so much removal. 1, 2, 3. They've got their own Cruelty of Gix, which can hit a number of things. Well, they can hit Cormila or Braids.
Rise.
They don't have a way to get rid of our Cruelty, so we're definitely going to tutor in our next turn. Goodness me, their hand is stacked. We're not going to be able to get anything out. So we probably lose the Cormila because the braids. I don't think the braids is going to scare them in any way. Professor Onyx we could steal on phase 3 of Cruelty of Gix. Maze Mind Tome's going to go off soon. They go for braids? That's kind of crazy. Okay, so now we need a way to combat their card advantage. So what do we need? Do we just go... Maybe we go for Silumgar's Command. Kill the... We can kill the Lily. How much loyalty is she on? She's on 8. I think we just go for the Silumgar's Command, don't we? Yeah, I think we just need to kill her. Destroy Walker and return something. So, kill this and then we'll return... Oh, hang on a sec. It's return first then destroy, isn't it? Yeah. Return and then destroy. So return... Actually, return the elixir and then kill the Lily, I think. Yeah, because this... Although this gives them loads of mana, all the mana's going to do is just kill everything. And they don't have ways to really progress the board as much as... Yeah.
I am exhausted.
And now they're going to search as well. So I think we'll go for search for Escanter. And then because our reanimation goes off first, we can potentially just steal their Planeswalker. The thing about that is they do have Soul Shatters and all sorts. Yeah, land is fine. So whatever thing we get, they're just going to murder very quickly with Eat to Extinction or the Soul Shatter. This is pretty rough. What's the best black spell they could have here? But as a Citadel would be annoying. That was going to be my go-to, but I think the Silumgar's Command just... It was too good to let go. I'd love it if they search for that land. Ugin. They're going to destroy our Cruelty of Gix, aren't they?
When you understand reality,
they do have an answer for enchantments. Well, to be fair, Black has 3 or 4 now, so... Oh, that's so irritating.
my plans.
Okay, so that plan's gone out the window. We will be able to kill the Ugin with the Soul Canar at the very least. So now I think I'm just going to scry this because this land on top is not very interesting to me anymore. I'm not in the mood for that. God damn it, so many cards in hand. And yep, we get rid of that. We're going to flip the Escanter as well to save it from the Ugin. We hit another land. So maybe we do want the Cormula to die. Let's see what they do. Got haste. They're pretty double block, but that's fine because I'd rather her die than get her exiled because they've got the Eat to Extinction. Okay. So we will use this to kill the Ugin. Oh no, but they've got the they're gonna get the Liliana back, aren't they? And then she's gonna -4. Damn it. Oh, they're gonna go for braids. What? I don't know about that. Soul Shatter. Okay. That was a weird move. Because it doesn't make a sack, it's an option. Oh, they've got the Dread Horde invasion. Okay, but all they'll do is just be drawing more cards, won't they? So. But here's the thing. If we want Cormula to die. So. That's kind of weird, actually. Yeah, I think that was a mistake going for braids. So if they choose creature here, I'll just sack Cormula. Okay. And then Cormula gives us something back. Which, yeah, Silumgar's Command. Yeah, I think they messed up a little bit there. The command we can give return a permanent and then minus. So we'll return the rep ring and kill the braids. And now we start drawing cards, so... And we have the thing that black decks can't get rid of, which is loads of artifacts. I'm honestly not sure how they're going to deal with this. We'll see. But it's not over yet. I mean, they are drawing about 1 trillion cards. The Ayara will certainly be able to drain us over and over again, and a shield comes up. So if we get a board wipe, we're just going to screw them over so badly. If their deck is just removal spells, Coligan's command, that's pretty good. Okay, let's dig a bit with the search before we use the Coligan's command. Oh, grasp. Nice. So, let's see what we can do here. I think, yeah, we're going to go for kill the zombie and an artifact. Destroy artifact. Okay, so artifact. Kill this guy. And don't forget, we're gaining life as this happens as well. And so, let's think about this. Shieldred's out. We can just give it Elders Reborn. Yeah, let's get the Reborn out, I think. Because although this only gets rid of this 1/1 here, it does mean that, you know, we're slowly... Ooh, Depth of Calming. Okay, I'm happy with that as well. Loads of good stuff on top. So them gaining life isn't worrying me too much. It's us losing life that's scaring me. It's going to be really grindy though. Rep ring. So playing rep ring and an arena. Jeez. So they're just going to straight up gain life whenever so when this goes off, they gain 1 life now, with as long as Shieldred's out and an underdog. So once again, we're looking for another board wipe, and if we do, we're looking golden. So we do lose. Oh, they blitz this? Okay, we're down to 18. They draw, they gain 34. Okay. So yeah, if we basically play any creature, we can also abuse displace a kitten later on if we have more things to do. But I think for now, do we just go for Infernal Grasp on the Shieldred? So if they kill it with the Ayara, we actually don't lose the 2 life from the Infernal Grasp as well, which I think is what they're going to do. That's cool, because, yeah, so this means that the Infernal Grasp doesn't resolve. And, yeah, we basically don't lose a 2 life. That's fine with me. We even gain that 1. And we can even go for the Soul... Yeah, I don't think that's going to be very good. Yeah, I think we just... Yeah, let's go for the debt now, because I don't want them to get... They're basically going to choose the Dreadhorde Invasion, because the arena just gives them more cards, so they'll... I mean, yeah, just as I thought. And if we play the kitten, they're just going to kill it. Yeah, we'll pass turn here. I'd rather just use the... Ooh, Village Rights. No. Need some kind of removal thing. Okay, so now Ayara is ever so slightly worse because we got rid of the way to make more tokens. As if they had another way to get rid of an enchantment. I mean, one is something, but getting 2 in black is pretty rare. And they're going for Shieldred again. Sure. And they're going to swing for 3. We lose 1 more there. Okay. Maybe they just attack with the 1/1 and then they can use Ayara to sack this, but I think we're being kept alive, but definitely by these two things. 2 a turn, and then 1 to 3 a turn with the Reservoir. They've got 5 cards in hand. I wonder why. Maybe it would have been better to actually just swing with the Ayara here. Something good, please. Maestro's Charm. Bedevil. Yeah, let's go for the Bedevil. And kill the Shieldred. So again, they'll use the Ayara to probably sacrifice it to draw a card. Makes sense. They've drawn so many cards. We've drawn quite a few, to be fair, but they're drawing 2 a turn with the Arena and then 3 with the Ayara. So they didn't actually sacrifice her. That's a bit weird. That is a bit weird. Okay, so we've got a Bolus that's not going to do anything because of the 2 removal spells. So let's activate a Scanter first. Ooh, Libation. That is actually pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, so go for this Blaster Kitten. I like this because what I want to do is reset the key. And I'm happy. I'm going to discard the Bolus as well because there's no point really playing this when they've got 5 cards. Get rid of their Arena. So yeah, we're going to flicker the key to the archive. This is such a cool card. I can see how this card spiked hard in Paper Magic. I was lucky enough to put one in the booster rather than spend, I don't know, $10, $12 I think on it. So key to the archive comes back in. Come on, give us something good here. Oh wow. That is very good. As long as we keep this in hand. This could potentially, if we keep this in hand, we probably win. Okay, to keep it now. Don't want that. They probably go for the Grasp here, killing the Kitten. Yep, so then these 2 go to 27. It doesn't really matter because, as I said, life isn't where we're gonna. Yeah, interesting how they didn't just sacrifice the Shieldred as she was going to die anyway. But they chose to get rid of their 1/1 attacker. That would have been an extra 1 damage a turn. Tenacious Underdog can cast from the graveyard as long as you pay 2 life and 4. It's pretty powerful, especially when you consider that they can just sack it with a Yara as well, and then they'll end up drawing 2 cards a turn. I can see this being a really powerful historic or modern or something. Oh, they went for the... I'm not sure about that. They had that ability on a stick sort of, but they chose to go for the dispute. Maybe. Okay. 3 mana, 4 mana. Sure, Onyx. Yeah, let's go for the tutor here. I think it's pretty clear what I'm going to go for. It's my favourite synergy. Right, here we go, guys. Let's see if we can pull this off again. So does the opponent realise what we have going on here? Okay, so sadly, we hit 2 lands in a row, so we can't do those. We can go for the Professor Onyx, which they can just straight up kill the Eat to Extinction. But I can make them get rid of the Henrika. Is that worth doing? Probably not. Let's go for the Escanta. I don't think we're in any dire need to go for the Onyx yet, because we're not going to get any triggers off it either. Cling to Dust. What was the point of that? Such a hasty move. Liliana of the Veil. Okay. And a Price of Fame. Yeah, let's keep that on top. They don't know we have this. So we can still cast that. 2 Lilianas, brilliant. Or should I say 1 Lily and 1 Onyx. Okay. Bad deal. Each opponent discards 2 cards. That's pretty rough, to be fair. But we do have the Citadel, so can't really complain. I just want them to mill themselves out. 56. Grim Tutor. Okay. Man, they've got so many great cards they've used here. 55. They've drawn 8 more cards than us so far, which is a lot if you think about you start a game with 7 each, and they've basically doubled their starting hand size and more. Each player sacks a creature. I mean, transform it. What does it transform into? Okay, fine. I mean, these aren't even that scary, really, are they? Not really that bothered. I'm probably just happy to take the 3, to be honest. I mean, they don't have any, like... There's no, like, impetus to stop these, because it's just... I'll kill the Ayara. She has more applications outside of just attacking. And she's drawing them so many cards. So if she wants to draw one here, sack the Henrika, go for it. Can't sack herself. What the hell? What the hell? That's so weird. And Surveilling 2 is wonderful as well. Wow, Narset. I want both. Yeah, I'm keeping both. Insane. Oh, and the Prismari command as well. We can be absolutely brutal to them
If you wish to surrender now.
So we can make them draw 2. Let me think about this for a sec. Yeah, let's activate her before they get priorities. Because remember, when you play Planeswalker, you get a chance to use it. Ooh, Dark Intimations. I think I'm gonna get Thought Erasure. I'm just gonna be careful. Thought sees even better. Thought sees for free. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. They're gonna have some kind of combo thing, aren't they? There it is. Yeah, so that's a combo with Shieldred. That basically lets us draw a whole deck, well, half our deck, and we'll lose life equal to that, and then half, and then we'll lose for the Shieldred. Okay, let's get rid of something else. Gutted, absolutely gutted. So now they're thinking, oh, should I use the Eat to Extinction here? Black Market Connections. Interesting. No, let's get rid of the Eat to Extinction. So now they're going to have to find another way to deal with the Narset, which they currently don't have. Scriptures. So that's a sorcery. They can't do anything. So let's go for Solkanov first, and then the Scriptures. Yeah, I'm going to make them work for it, essentially. I think they're in trouble now. They were looking for a way to play a 10 mana card with a 7 mana card on the same turn. So let's go for the Ascanta. No need to go for the Thassa yet. Consuming Tire, that might be useful later on. And a Deadly Dispute as well. Could use that to get rid of treasure. Yeah, why not? And also gain life in the meanwhile. Because remember, the goal here is to get to 50 life. I mean, secretly, this is probably a Bolus of Citadel commander deck, but no one has to know that. And yeah, let's draw cards. 51, 54. So now, yeah, we've gone through more cards now. Didn't take much. So now, they're going to have to try and deal with the Narset. They have the Tenacious Underdog, plus removal, of course, yeah. So they can do a 2-hit combo thing here. Yeah, that's a shame, but oh well. Black Market Connection. So this pre-combat main phase, so that only happens next turn now. Maze Mind Tome. Let's hope they don't activate that bit until they kill the Narset. Interesting, they're not going to get a combat. Don't activate the Maze Mind Tome. What the? Okay. I knew that was going to happen. They just basically harakiri'd themselves. Oh, that's a shame. Why did you make that mistake? Don't forget to check out more of my videos, and also my Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little or as much as you want.